did you guys notice that happened to your center? Like whenever we were doing the straw and the balloon exercise, please raise your hand. What happened to your core?
It went.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yes.
It went like almost like in and out. Like feel it, like the air going in, and then almost like bouncing kind of.
Good. And we did it last week. Yeah, the other day we did the balloon. What were you gonna say?
It made your stomach hard.
Yes.
And it raised your voice.
Yes, good. So why do you think your stomach went hard? Why? We talked about that yesterday.
Oh, because I don't really have that.
You're engaging your what?
Your
Your core, your abdominals. Yes, you're engaging it. You're contracting the abdominals to your breath, giving you more breath capacity. What's happening is that we talked about like what causes like lack of breath capacity, and that's a weak core. Also, the shallow breathing causes lack of breath capacity. Today we're moving on to resonance and increasing vibrations. So resonance, guys, how many of you know what that is? That's not the exact definition, but what does resonant mean to you guys? Resonance. It's basically deep breath and voice. So the resonance is the process by which sound created in the vocal folds is amplified, enriched, and filtered in the resonating chambers of the body. Here we're going to do just a few exercises. This chapter that I learned in grad school, it really helped me in my resonance. But we're also going to learn vibrations and how humming helps with the resonance in your mouth and your jaw. We are going to do a tension and jaw exercise, and then a tongue and tongue speak. And then we're going to do a soft palate exercise, yawning. So the first one is tension in the jaw. We talked about a couple weeks ago that tension causes what? What does tension do to your body or to your voice?
Wait, so you mean like, well, I think it, like what we did with the balloon, like so it's more cautious what you're doing. Like,
Okay.
then you said you were going like,
Oh, it made our voices more like.
So, question, does tension affect your voice, yes or no?
yeah.
Yes, it does. Remember we talked about like any tension in your body, if you have tension in your back or anywhere, it will find its way to the vocal folds, and that will affect your speech, your talk, and your breath too. So remember like the first 6 weeks we learned about relaxation, like try to get untense, that should ease your vocal folds. We're going to do tension in the jaw today. Did you guys know that you have tension in your jaw actually? No? Okay.
Yes.
So I want you to go ahead and place your hand right here on this, I don't think they're called temples, but that's what they're called, right here on the back of your molars. And I want you to go ahead, this is like acupuncture, where you're pushing pressure. I want you to go ahead and press, not so hard, but go ahead and start pressing into your jaw with just your finger. It can be the middle finger, index finger. Go ahead and start pressing it. And it should feel tight at first, but that's okay. The longer and the more you press on it, the less tension you will feel and the less tightness. If you need to, yeah, go ahead and open your jaw. Open it out. Good.
What's like the upper bone?
Right here.
Right below the
Right here. It's right below the bone. You should feel, do you feel that opening right here, guys?
Yeah.
That's where you need to do the pressure point. Okay. Good. Alright, good. Now relax. Okay. Next we're gonna go ahead and work the tongue exercise. So actually let me ask you guys this. How do you feel now with your jaw? How does your jaw feel? Loose?
Like, oh god, it almost feels like irritating, but like better. I don't know how to describe it.
Good.
I like it hurt.
Okay, good. So relaxing the jaw does help bring the resonant sound in your voice. Now we're ready to move forward. I want you to go ahead and don't stick out your tongue yet, but focus on your tongue, okay, where it's at. Be aware that the tongue is resting on the floor of your mouth, gently touching the bottom of your teeth, okay? I want you to go ahead and allow the tongue to fall out of the mouth past the lips. So let it fall out of the mouth past the lips and go. Let it fall out. Okay. Feel it's lengthening gently towards the floor, so lengthen it like it's going towards the floor. Then stretch it gently up towards the ceiling, so you're going to go here. Good. With the tongue still hanging out, send it towards your right ear. So basically you're doing this. You're going to go down, up, alright, and go. Go, down, up, alright, actually a big juicy peach. And you don't want to miss a drop. So you're looking, basically you just ate something like a big juicy peach, and you're licking off all the good taste off of it. Go ahead and do that and go. Good. Excellent. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and stand up for this one, guys, okay? Alright, so what's happening is, guys, someone go ahead and stand over here for that. Okay. The tongue is a huge muscle. Did you guys know the tongue is a muscle? Yeah. Yes. Okay. It has its mind of its own. We have to actually work it out. We have to release the tension. We are aware of the front of the tip of the tongue because it is what we can see. But the real thing is that the back or the root of the tongue, that's what we have to focus on. It carries a lot of tension. Okay. What we just did is that we basically are doing some more exercises for our tongue where we can ease some tension out. We're relaxing it, guys. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do some babbling. So when you think of babbling, what do you think of?
Baby.
Baby, correct. You are so right on. So we're going to do a bit of tongue babbling, which we're quickly picking the tongue against your upper lip. Babies do this all the time, okay? We're going to go ahead and do some babbling for about 10 seconds. You ready? Do you know what babbling is? Do we need you to show an example?
Yes, example,
okay.
please.
All right, you ready? All right, and I want you to inhale. On the exhale, you start babbling and go. Arm, we're going to go like this, but we're going to do that while we're babbling, so it's going to look more like this. Okay, are you ready? All right, and 1, 2, 3, inhale. Good, awesome, excellent. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so this exercise is for tongue speak. We just did the tongue. Now we're going to do the tongue speak. I love this. This is really good for articulation. It helped me articulate my words, especially when I have to do a monologue, guys. But we're going to continue to let the tongue hang out of your mouth and count out loud from 1 to 10. So basically, this is how it's going to look. Your tongue is sticking out. And you're counting while your tongue is sticking out 1 to 10. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. What I like to do if we have a monologue, I like to use this whenever I'm saying some lines while my tongue's sticking out, and then after I've done it a couple of times, I say my monologue, and I notice a big difference in my speech, okay? Actually, I want you to go ahead and say this. You're gonna say, first, hello, my name is, first and last name. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Ready? And inhale, say, hello, my name is Lucinda Rico. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to feel that right now and hear that. Remember how it sounded? And we're going to do the tongue speak exercise. Let's go ahead and count 1 to 10. Stick out your tongue. Stick out. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead. I want you to say, with your tongue sticking out, you're going to say, hello, my name is first and last name. And go. Hello, my name is Lisa. All right, this time I want you to go ahead and say it again without the tongue speaking out. So gently the tongue is relaxed now. Instead of straight, inhale. Ready, say, hello, my name is Dominic. Wow. I heard a difference. Your guys' breath got deeper, or your voice. Do you guys, okay, raise your hand. What, do you guys feel a difference or hear a difference? Okay, so raise your hand and explain to me like what difference you hear or feel. Tell me, please. All of you said yeah. What do you feel or hear?
I don't feel anything.
But you said yes, though. What do you?
No, I said no.
Okay. Who said yes? do you feel or hear as a difference to this? Okay, tell me. Shh.
The lights got brighter.
Okay, we're not talking about the
No,
lights.
I'm saying like my sight changed.
Oh, your sight changed?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Tell me.
Well, I feel like my voice got, I guess, more like confident almost. And also, I'm trying to ignore that purple frog over there, but
Okay.
that changed.
Okay. So, hey guys, I noticed that the first time you did it and the second time, Cohen, the second time you guys sounded a lot more clearer on your words. Okay, the first time it didn't sound like buffling, but it just sounded a little unclear. And the second time we did this, guys, I was able to understand like everyone's name and what you were saying. Okay, even though there's like 10 or 11 of us talking, I can still hear what you were saying and understood it. Okay, so this is a good exercise. It's good to use for articulation. Like I said, I like to use it whenever I'm prepping, like warming up, when I have an important monologue or speech to say. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and learn the different types of yawns. I know I'm not talking about the actual yawns. I learned, it took me years to learn this, but I actually learned that whenever we yawn in theater, I was doing it incorrectly. Okay, I had my tongue sticking out, or I had it just a regular yawn, like, oh. But really, in reality, you're supposed to have your tongue hitting right here at the bottom of your mouth, of the teeth, and do the yawn. So it's supposed to be like this. And I noticed when I started doing that, I was able to increase my vibrations, my breath capacity, my volume. It became a lot more louder, and I had more space to move. Okay, so yawn widely with the tongue gently against the bottom teeth. Enjoy the yawn. Stretch with arms as if you just wakened up from a restful night's sleep. Be aware of a huge space opening at the back of the throat. We're going to do this several times. Okay, to remind the throat that being open released allows for ultimate resonance. All right, so we're going to do this a couple of times. Make sure your tongue is hitting the bottom of the throat. Questions? If you have a question, raise your hand.
Who's throwing me
All right.
around?
Hey. Thank you. All right, any questions? No? Your tongue's supposed to be hitting the bottom of the teeth. All right, and ready? Make sure you stretch out your arms. You can use different directions. We're going to do this 3 times. And inhale. And then go on the exhale, the yawn. Again, inhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, the yawn. Good. Awesome. Go ahead and sit down, guys. Good job. Okay. So, just a quick review, guys. We're not done. Is everything okay?
No.
Alright, so just to review, guys, last week we did show and tell. We had to, what did you guys have to do for show and tell?
Bring an item and then something.
Yes, and then what do we have to do with the item?
Describe it and how it's made very useful.
Yes, and then afterwards we all evaluated you guys, every student, and discuss about what?
Movement and
Body language, and what else?
eye contact.
Eye contact, yes.
Yeah.
Where your eye focus at. This whole unit lesson, what we've been doing since last week and yesterday and today and tomorrow, it's all focusing on being a natural speaker or a natural actor. Okay, that's our focus, is to help you guys how to naturally speak well. Okay, and then yesterday we started the lesson, how does seeing aid with natural speech? Okay, we're going to go back to the lesson and we're going to finish it today. So remember I talked about yesterday, the focus is the lesson will consist on how our memories and thoughts are filled with all kinds of visual footage and can help convey meaning. We're talking about how whenever you're talking to somebody, whether they're talking about a memory from the past or describing their bedroom or giving you directions, we're looking behind the eyes. We're looking to see like if when we're looking at the speaker, can we visualize their thoughts? Can the speaker